All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something pretty amazing, a hidden opportunity in the U.S. tax system that could totally transform how we all think about giving to charity. I know, it sounds almost too good to be true, right? Multiplying your donations without touching your own bank account? But it's real, and it all starts with understanding a big problem that, honestly, affects the vast majority of people who give. Okay, let's get into it. So for the longest time, there's been this, well, you could call it an invisible wall in American charity. It's basically created a two-tiered system for donors. You've got the top 10%, the folks who itemize their deductions. When they give, the tax system actually rewards them. It's like a subsidized donation. But for everyone else, it's a completely different story. Their generosity, it's been basically invisible to the taxman. And by everyone else, I mean a staggering 90% of us. We're talking about teachers, nurses, small business owners, you name it. Because these folks take the standard deduction, they've gotten absolutely zero tax incentive for being generous. If they donate $100, it costs them $100, period. No bonus, no kickback, nothing. But here's where it gets really interesting. A recent legislative change has started to tear down that wall, and in its place, a huge, untapped opportunity has appeared. So let's take a look at what this new opportunity is. Okay, so this big shift comes from a piece of legislation, the OBBBA Law. And honestly, it's a total game changer. It introduced what's called a universal above-the-line deduction. Now, that might sound like tax jargon, but what it really means is that for the very first time, the tax benefits for giving are available to everybody, not just the top 10%. It's actually a lot like the gift aid system they have in the UK, which has been super successful at getting more people to donate. But this created a new kind of problem. All of this free money from the tax system is now available, but most people have no idea it's even there. It's like a hidden treasure chest, but nobody has the map. And even if they did, how do you actually get that money and, more importantly, put it back into the causes you love? That became the big question. How do we unlock this thing? Well, the solution is actually pretty genius. It's all about a psychological trick, really. It's about turning a tax refund you'll get way down the road into an immediate and totally painless boost in your giving today. And this is the magic right here. The whole idea is so smart because it works with our human nature. Think about it. If someone asks you to donate more from your paycheck right now, you feel that. It kind of hurts, right? This whole strategy sidesteps that pain completely. It uses what you could call painless money because it's not coming out of your current salary. It's using the money you're going to get back from your taxes anyway. So, how does this actually work in practice? Let's walk through an example. We'll look at a recurring donor, and we'll just call her Alex. Okay, so Alex is super consistent. Every year, she donates $500. But with this new strategy, that donation doesn't just stay flat. It starts to grow like a snowball rolling downhill. In year one, her $500 donation plants the seed. Then, come tax time, that donation generates a refund. We're talking roughly 30% here, which is just an estimate based on combined federal and state taxes. But here's the key. That refund is automatically redonated, and that's where the compounding kicks in. And look at the numbers here. They really tell the story. The amount Alex personally pays out of pocket, it never changes. It's always $500. But because that tax refund gets automatically reinvested, her total impact for the charity just grows and grows. It's pretty amazing. This chart just shows it so clearly. I mean, in just 3 years, Alex's total impact has jumped by nearly 40%. And the best part? She didn't spend a single extra penny from her own salary to make that happen. The tax system itself is fueling the growth. So that's for regular donors. But what about one-time gifts? Well, this works for those too. It creates something we can call a fiscal echo. Let's take a look at Sarah. She sees an emergency and makes a one-time generous donation. But that single act isn't the end of it. It's just the beginning. So her single act of kindness reverberates. That $1,000 gift automatically grows to $1,300. But you know, what might be even cooler is the human connection. Months later, long after the emergency might have faded from the news, the charity gets this surprise second donation. It's a powerful reminder for them and for Sarah of the impact she made. Okay, so at this point, you're probably asking a very logical question. And the answer really comes down to human psychology and the incredible power of making things easy. I mean, let's be real for a second. That tax refund hits your bank account. What happens? It just gets mixed in with money for rent, for groceries, for everything else. that great idea you had to redonate it, it kind of vanishes, right? Life gets in the way. What this system does is automate our best intentions. It captures that moment of generosity and makes sure it actually happens.
So, stepping back, what does all this mean for the future of giving? So, it's really important to get this. Redona isn't some new app you have to go find and download. It's an open source concept. Think of it like a recipe that any of the donation platforms you already use can integrate right into their own systems. They would handle all the tricky calculations in the background, based on your income, your state, and then automatically make that reinvestment for you around May 1st. The whole point is to make this strategy accessible to everyone and unlock all this hidden potential for giving.
And the timing on this is crucial. As these new tax rules become permanent, the year 2026 is shaping up to be a massive opportunity for donors all over the U.S. to really start using this smarter way of giving to multiply their impact.
It really makes you wonder, right? What would happen if every single act of generosity could have an echo? This isn't just about finding more money to donate. It's about making every dollar you already give work harder. It's the beginning of what you might call the compound interest of kindness.